So, I'm making this video to explain what happens when Venus goes into the third house in our birth chart. And what is the third house? The third house is short distance travel, social media, our friends, skills with the hands. I already believe I said younger siblings, and it also represents like public education, early education, and our life and all that good stuff. That's basically what the third house is. Now, Venus represents love and relationships and romantic encounters in general. Unless it is your seventh lord, then it will specifically represent your spouse, the person that you like settle down with and be in like a long-term marriage-like relationship. And if Venus is your ascendant lord, then it represents you. It really specifically represents you. That's short and simple for what Venus is. It represents artistic beauty, musical things, and all that good stuff. And when it goes into the third house, someone could really have nice handwriting, really love writing poetry, really love writing books and romantic novels and all that good stuff. You could maybe have like a lot of women as your friend. You could really love probably taking little short trips or whatever to go to like maybe somewhere of classy Venusian value, like an art museum or some music show. You could really love taking trips to go to things like that. Someone with Venus in the third house, you could really have a love for like just cinema type stuff, you know, media entertainment. You could be really into, or maybe real inclined to maybe expressing your artistic talents and abilities through social media. You could really be into, really get sucked into looking at movies and stuff, you know, really get sucked into, you know, just that into media and maybe virtual reality, you know, stuff. You could just, because like I said, the third house is skills with the hands, and the third house, and Venus represents, you know, beauty and pleasure and, you know, all that good stuff, sort of like entertainment. So someone really here can really be immersed in maybe like video games potentially. Someone here could really be immersed in looking at movies and really love listening to music or making music, really get sucked into social media and being on their phones and all that good stuff. Like I said, real interest in maybe writing books, maybe real interest in writing poetry. Great way and nice way of just maybe communicating yourself, you know, through writing and all that good stuff. Pretty simple for what happens when Venus goes into the third house. Ain't really too much into it. Someone with Venus in the third house could probably really love just absorbing information, just absorbing and gathering and just hearing information. Now there's a, you know, that can range from absorbing information on a higher side or a lower side. Most people sort of tend to exude some of the lower traits and qualities of their chart and their planets. So someone with Venus in the third house, you know, you could really be caught up and love hearing gossip and rumors and all these trashy type of things. Or since Venus aspects the ninth house, which represents, you know, higher education, you know, like college and maybe spirituality and religion and God and something a little bit more serious depth, these people could also tend to naturally have maybe a love for learning in general, learning and gathering information and talking about just the things in relation to the ninth house, because Venus aspects the ninth house from the third house. So since Venus represents romantic partners and, you know, encounters in general, your friends could introduce you to your person that you would date or sleep with or whatever, you know, just in general. You just meet them in general for just taking little short trips and travels. You would just probably just naturally just have somebody slide in your DMs on social media with this. Like I said, you could damn near meet your partner anywhere with Venus being in the third house. Movies, short trips, short travel. Yeah, that's basically what happens when Venus goes into the third house. And since, like I said, Venus can naturally represent your romantic encounters and people you just probably date short term in general, your partner also sort of exude and show some of these qualities and traits that I just mentioned myself. Of course, the degrees of it and more specific things could be seen once we know the sign that Venus is in and what is aspecting the Venus. But that is what happens when Venus goes into the third house in your birth chart. Hope this gave some clarity and insight on what to expect when you have Venus in your third house. And thank you for watching.